Hello, my name is Sequoia Lewis. I'll be dissecting a cow eye today. I want to be explaining different chambers and segments. I want to be talking about the different parts of the eye. Let's see good. So around this area is the fibrous tunic. You see all the extra muscles and the fatty tissue, adipose tissue, the optical nerve. See how this is a bit flattened. So that's the other nerves. All right. See the sclera. And then you see the cornea. This one actually is cloudy, but it's still pretty clear. Alrighty. Trying to separate it a little bit. Squish together. Alright. Cornea, sclera. And this is the fibrous tunic around here. So I'm going to start by locating the covering for the front of the eye, which is the cornea. This area here. Look how the cornea was clear. It's kind of cloudy. Cut away the fat and the muscles. Only necessary the fat is covering the cornea. I don't really have any fat around my cornea. Okay, see the optic nerve. Strongly more light than this. I was just making an incision in the cornea. Okay, so I was now begin by making an incision in the cornea. Squirt juice warning. It may squirt. It's hard. I'm scared to hold on the screen. Oh, there we go. I see the liquid in there. And that's the aqueous humor. If you can see the liquid, the eye, the iris, right where the pupil is. See it moving. Aqueous humor. Trying to prevent it from not squaring on me, y'all. Just cut. Oh, there we go. Oh. Easy to cut now because that scalpel just won't do it. Again, most of the aqueous fluid has flowed out. This is the anterior segment of the eye, the sclera and the cornea. Almost got it. Has a very medicated smell. All right. Okay. So next we'll be going to try to position that in a way it'll stay up. The vascular tunic. Here is the pupil, and this is the iris, that black part here. And there's the pupil of the iris. You guys can see. I know my gloves are black, so. Pupil of the iris. And then the black part. That's the iris. Next. internal structures of the eye. Ooh. We have the vitreous humor section. Well, we have the vitreous humor attached to the lens. Here's the lens. And the jelly-like fluids, vitreous humor. This heart-shaped spear, once again, is the lens. And the jelly, vitreous humor. And we start getting to the posterior section of it. Posterior chamber and posterior segment, which has, let's see if I can portion this out. This coloring here, where the lens divides it into the anterior and posterior segment. This is the retina. It's brown around here. And this is where the optic disc and the optic nerve are. Clear some of this out. I'm trying to clear some of this out so you can see. This is actually where cranial nerve, you can see where it starts at. Right here's where it feeds from. Feeds from here. This is the optic disc, optic nerve, posterior section, segment, posterior cavity, vitreous humor. So the first section was the fibrous tunic, which contains the cornea and the sclera. So let's hang the sclera, it's the whites of it, and the cornea, this clear part here. And then you'll be going through the vascular tunic, which will contain the iris and the pupil. And it's the middle of the black part. The iris is the black part. And then you'll be going to the sensory tunic, which has the retina, the optic disc, and the optic nerve. And then you have the internal structures, which is the lens, the vitreous humor, and the anterior chambers, the outside to the inside. And yeah, that is all for this.